Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Blazing and this is Pathogenic, the action shooter roguelite. Alright, so I did a single run to make sure the mod was working, but we are now playing modded Pathogenic. And after that single run, it unlocked plasmids. So I did a couple plasmid stuff. It's traditional, like get starting weapon loadout, or this is kind of a crazy passive. Active abilities automatically activate. So that's sick. It's sick as hell. I don't know how that's going to work on this character, because this character is very different. It's unable to mutate, it consumes organelles instead of equipping them, and it gains armor after collecting enough DNA. So all DNA does is give it armor. As you can see, it looks very funny. It's literally just this. All we've put in right now is a perforator tendril. Currently. However, we can equip all three of these and they will all get equipped, but they do still have their stamina cost. So we don't necessarily want to do that. I don't think. Apparently we can upgrade it? Okay. We should probably have at least 2 separate weapons. I imagine this is going to cost us a lot of energy, but it's fine. Oh, no, that's just not how this works. Okay, so we can only have one. To start the round, you can only have one because this doesn't count as a consumption slot yet. But when you start the run, it will. Yeah, I got my morning coffee with me. Hell yeah. As you can see, the character is a bit different. It's literally just that one orb, the one weapon. That's all you start with. So it's like my first run was hilariously weak. I got literally one additional weapon. It was a melee weapon that didn't add much. I lost to the first boss, but I also beat the first boss and got plasmids for it. So that was interesting. But yeah, when we reach a high enough level on the DNA, all that's going to happen is we're apparently going to get a white heart, or a soul heart, as I call it. So I'm excited for that. The start of the run is very slow. I'm hoping it picks up, being that you consume organelles. I think that means you get the effect of all organelles you consume as well. For example, when I put this in, I should also fire that. Yeah, okay. So I think it's going to make some wacky things happen. I don't know what Vesicle will do, if anything. Vesicle might not have any purpose at all because of how this works. And you know, I'm kind of okay with that. I'm very okay with that, actually. This is already a stronger run than my last one, which, you know, makes sense. Shoot a multiplying virus? Why not? Consume. Rotary extruder, galvanic sac. See, this is just going to accumulate charges passively, so there's no downside. This is if I wanted hearts, but I don't actually care. I'm assuming we have to upgrade their rarity for damage modifiers on the side here, because this just consumes it and gives us the effects. Yeah, multiplying virus. Good. I obviously don't have any difficulty modifiers enabled, so there's that. Because I haven't won a run, you know? Standard. I don't know if this disables achievements or not, but I don't think it has achievements for itself. It does have the entire plasmid tree, which I'm impressed with, but yeah, we're starting modded. There's one other mod I have on. It's one someone recommended to me. I can't remember its name exactly. It was to do with overload charges and how they're shown. If I have 4 or more overload, it's going to be numeric numbers instead. Attacks blast a cone behind hit enemies is amazing. I wonder how galvanic sac would work. We know lateral emitter is broken. I don't want to do lateral emitter. I'm just going to be totally honest. I don't want to do lateral emitter. Okay, that's pretty all right. Not bad at all. On to the boss. Yeah, so everything does have the Opus Blast effect. You can see literally everything is firing it off. That's good. That's good. That's what you want to see. Not bad at all. Didn't get a vein, but that's okay. Explosive charge will activate on its own. We could just grab an oxysome for straight damage, though. It is rare to start. I prefer that. Honestly, I'm okay with that. Just give everything harder hits? Why not? Anything left in the shop we'd like? This only shoots while overcharged. We currently don't overcharge at all. Rerolling for 4 is not advised. Probably just go for the heart we'll get from maxing our DNA. And since we get white hearts so easily like that, it should be rather simple to go down to 0 max HP and whatnot. Yeah, I was struggling to figure out how to mod this game. It was taking me a little bit, but apparently Steam just has the stuff, so everything I Googled was lying to me. And that's totally fine. It's bound to happen. So there is slight mod support for this game. There's not a whole lot of mods on the Steam page though right now. Like, it's still relatively new, I'd say. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but it feels relatively new. And the DNA looks so weird. Probably something to do with the mod. Oh, it's not deleting the intermediate nodes because I'm not actually getting the level up effect. Got you. Yeah, I don't care about the max HP, so I'll take the Stinger Tendril. Do I really want to throw that in, though? It's going to cost a lot of stamina. Right now, not really. Need to solve stamina problems first. All right, I'm going to have to pause the recording here. I'll be back. All right, I am back. Had to help out with family stuff. This is gonna get chaotic fast. It's gonna be a fun character. Character kinda has no downsides. You just get the benefit of everything you put in it seems like. Like, the downside is you can't make intricate connections. It's just all consumed, but like, I don't know if that's particularly a downside because everything is automatically combined, you know? Like, this is already getting ridiculous because even the lightning I extrude is good, you know? I took 2 damage there, which is kind of a problem, but you know, it's fine. 24 cash going in. Extensor is amazing. One of the things I was hoping to grab. Entrant mitochondrion is also amazing. We need money for that. Good thing we have more rooms to do. The range does work. That's good. We're at 12 cores. I don't know where this random DNA is coming from, to be honest. But I mean, yeah, we have modded now, so we can do some new unique runs with that. There's one that adds organelles, but I was worried about adding it to this specifically for game integrity. I don't want to corrupt my save file if it can be avoided, and I don't know what will happen when you combine organelles that aren't native to the game in a character that isn't native to the game, you know? Eat a lash rapidly at nearby enemies. It's a rare emitter, whatever, man. I'll commit. Entrant mitochondria. Good, good, good. Let's see how this looks. Okay. Yep. This character is going to spike very quickly, I can see. It's like, it just gives you perfect connectivity on everything you put in. There is no bad connectivity, so there's no downside, I don't think. Like, stamina is the biggest issue, so you don't want to put in too many weapons without having the stamina for it. That's like the actual problem. You can't get more stamina. We don't have 10 cores for this. I think this is the event we don't want anyways. I believe this is the Omnigraft event. if you graft over your middle organelle here, the consumption slot, you no longer have the benefit of consumption. All right, let's see how this works. Beautifully. Nice, and we got a vein. Conal burst is very good because it'll automatically activate, should. So we'll take conal burst and put that in. 12 seconds of overcharge. We do get overcharge at the start of a room, should be okay. Enter the vein. Yeah, we can't take the graft. Excitable oxysome only works while overcharged, but improves damage. And an ephemeral extensor. See, it's consumed. It's already going away. Is there a downside to this? Is my thoughts. I have the range, so we'll see if this goes away, because that's big. And it applies to everything, so, you know, we can't volatile graft. That's all right. We only have $8. Didn't unlock the 10 needed for that. The shop will just give us more white hearts. We don't particularly care. On to the next floor. I imagine we're not going to play much of this character because of how ridiculously broken it already looks. But it does seem very flushed out, like for a mod. Right, Conal Burst will auto-fire 10 attacks. Okay. What's funny is this is kind of reminiscent of a build I've done before already. I don't want enemies killed by my attacks to explode, so attack speed increases after each hit is a decent idea. We'll see how well that works. Yeah, Conal Burst is on entering the room from the overcharged mitochondria. That's exactly right. Why is the shock so far? Does the shock actually scale with range? I didn't think the shock would fire like that. But now we can afford resonant cavity, so everything gets attack speed. We could caustic secretor, it's not a bad idea, but eh. This is already chaotic. This just looks fun. Yeah, this is probably more of a sandbox character, but that's all right. Who needs the difficulty? Some cores. It was only the 2, right? Yeah. Okay. Brain puzzle should automatically be unlocked. We're only gonna do 1 loop. Like, there's no point in doing endless when you have something this crazy anyways. Like, I mean, the point in doing endless is you just add more crap to the build, but, like, I don't want to. This is the only way possible to get more stamina containers, but an eternal emitter is pretty good. This is how I see if it works. No. The lasers get bonuses from lasers. Okay, so it is separate. You would have to combine on the side. But this is the only way to get stamina. Ooh, tough. It's high laser damage. I wonder how upgraders will work, you know? I am curious. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Whatever. It's like it all exists at once, which is cool. I don't know how the orbit me stuff would work, but now our laser's laser. Lateral vein or attack supply burn. Well, now we can have everything apply burn, so sure. And it'll be overcharged. Vengeful mitochondrion is really good. We'll take one of those. And honestly, this one I do want to upgrade, so I'm gonna have it on the side. Launch a shield that reflects, become invulnerable and reflect. Okay. I'll become invulnerable. And launch shields. I'm not gonna take the pseudopod though. I don't care about it. Pushes nearby enemies away, whatever. We're gonna head back to the shop and roll this once. Okay, this is one of the things I was curious about. How does this work? We do not get anything from it. Okay, fair enough. We don't care about binding enemies to walls, considering just selling this for the DNA and coin. We don't get a lot from it, but it's okay. We're already damn near full health on white hearts, which is great. Yeah, this is crazy. That damage is already so high because it's getting the excitable oxysome effect. It can't fire without the overcharge yet, so it needs the overcharge, which is fair. Like, it was happening every room because it would happen at the start of the room, and it only takes 12 seconds of overcharge, but our entrant mitochondrion that's in here has 20 seconds of overcharge, but you have currently no way to scout out those effects. You just have to trust me that it's there, which is totally fine as well. Stop by the shop again. Stinger tendril upgrade. Good. After taking a pickup, overcharge for 5 isn't bad. I don't actually want to use the stinger tendril, but I want to use the stinger tendril. It's annoying, but I'm gonna do it. It'll at least be rare. It's not awful. I'll put it in. Yeah. Leave this room so I don't kill shopkeep. Only reason I want it is because if you look at its size, it covers almost my entire body. And Conal Burst is going to activate, which means it'll be cast for free at room start. So I don't actually have to worry about casting it. Berserk Mitochondrion after each kill or Katanazome. If we take Katanazome, we need to upgrade it. And more ways to overcharge isn't bad. But nah, I'll go Katanazome. Yeah, I'll agreed. We might endless, might not. I'm not sure yet. Were we hugging this without taking damage? What was that? Like, the damage numbers are insane. But the effects do make sense. Like, I do understand what's happening. Which is interesting for now. Cancerous Regenerator, this should do nothing. It should just keep the stat boosts forever. Not that it matters. Projectiles orbit the organelle. I mean, one way to make a mistake is this. Why not? I'm not sure it worked. Those aren't orbiting at all. Because it's excitable, and we're not excited right now. There it is. Okay, I don't know. That's kind of cool. It's cooler than I thought it'd be. Because the conal bursts spiral off of those. Yeah. I don't know. This is just like Sandbox. We get to have fun with it. E to launch a fireball? Why not? Secret room. Max HP. Oh, wow. Boss time. Yup. Expected. Do we want Vortizome? Not really, right? Require 2 seconds of overcharge. We could go for the minions. The minions will have the effect of all infusers. Very important to note. That means all of their shots will orbit me. I know how that works. But it's 9 damage. I don't particularly care. The perk is it'll have all of the modifiers like Conal Burst, etc. But like, I kind of just want Necrolytic Igniter instead. I feel like this would just add more chaos, which I kind of want, so sure. Now I have to wait for this attack spread to phase out so I can go to the shop. We're at max health, no need to worry about that. We'll reroll once. The enhancer, let's see how this works. It does not. Fair enough. Tough call between upgrading these. But I think I overall want to upgrade the Katanazome more than the Mitochondrion. It's tough. The Enhancer's a great get, though. And we're going to move to the boss and exit the area now. Love that you can just hide behind these, to be honest. But movement on this character is really weird. We might do one endless loop because this seems like it's going to be a short video, but yeah, this gets ridiculous fast, huh? Like, this is what holding down does. My attack. And since I'm firing melees so regularly, yeah, okay. We got the secret room right off? Really? Okay, I guess. Why not? That DNA didn't give me a heart back. That's funny. Like, I promise you the orbit weakened us. It is not a strength boost. But that's fine. Can I stop getting stuck on literally everything? I think you can tell we're overcharged by that blue symbol around us. But I'm not positive. That might just be the conal burst firing. I don't know. But we can't separate anything from our build, I guess, is a downside. I don't know. It's not a very big downside, but it is one. I'll probably be making a guide for this game soon, specifically around how slots connect, because someone asked about it a while ago saying they were uncertain, and it's not overly complicated, but it is a little hard to explain. Essentially, the way connections work is it works from the weapon to the infuser and so on and so forth, and overcharge is just entirely separate as a mechanic. So, say I had a perforator here, perforator tendril, the melee attack, and then I had conal burst here. If the conal burst happens, anything attached to the conal burst would happen. If the conal burst does not happen, anything attached to it will not happen. So if it was weapon conal burst lateral emitter, and the weapon was a projectile weapon that missed, lateral emitter would never go off. However, if the weapon hits, the cone goes off, and then the lateral emitter will happen off of the cone in, well, lateral directions. And that's essentially just how that split works, but I'll explain it more thoroughly in a video to come. Could get another fireball, not that it matters. Let's go Echozome. Why not? I don't really care for the powerful mine. It's just going to take up stamina. We don't seem to take any damage, though. Like, I'm noticing I keep getting pulled into things. I'm just spamming my dash and getting away with it. Orbiting arc that blocks enemy attacks. I don't see that arc. So I'm assuming orbits don't work at all then? I think that's a fair assumption. Fire a laser? Why not? Will the laser orbit me? It should. That sounds cool. I can't tell. It might. Oh, the lag. Oh, the lag. Laser did it. Leaves a burning trail when dodging. It gives me thrust, more importantly. Yeah, very noticeable control difference. That's what I'm talking about. Back to the shop. We can roll this once now because we have the cheap one. Spore Cannon's okay. Would have loved to grab Vortizome just for the chaos of it, but I'm alright. On to the next one. The fact that we're already getting lag tells me all I need to know. We'll go to the brain and stop. From what I could see on the Steam mod page for Workshop, though, there was only one more, and I mean literally one more organelle that I could use, a virus, I mean. But it had no ratings, whereas this one had a lot of ratings, so I don't even know if I can particularly trust it. Shoots out a melee minion, why not? But this is some very hands-off gameplay. Yeah, I'm kind of forced to wonder if I'm immortal right now. Being that I keep getting stuck on, but I am invincible. That's right, that's one of the things I slotted in. I'm literally creative mode for the first 20 seconds of a fight. How did I forget about that already? This will give us hearts, I don't care. This can give us anything, I think, so why not? Yeah, but I'm literally immortal for the first start of the fight. I don't think this works, but I'll put it in. Our own chaos is overwhelming. And it's like, I really did only add 2 mods. Only one of them affects gameplay, and it's this character. Interesting, man. Shapes and colors. We already have a perforator tendril, but it's not gonna upgrade. This tells you everything I already have on, like lateral emitter, since I have 2. One of them's eternal. I don't know if the eternal is carried. I don't think it is. I have no idea, though. But this will just add another melee attack that gains all the bonuses. There's no downside. And you know what? I am just gonna put these in. I can't get hit unless I hit myself. So this doesn't do anything yet. So I might as well hold on to that. I'll put in the Katana Zone. Like, rip all the bonus modifiers I could have given it. None of these choices here are decent. So I'll just go for the damage chests. Yeah, but I can't take damage, see? Oh, screen's bright. Apparently I'm immortal to even the damage chests here. I just noticed. So that was something. The laser is wrapping and then firing the conal burst at the end. I think that's what I just saw. This isn't where I meant to dash. Like, control on this guy is so whack. It's just a comet going in circles. If the game crashes, the game crashes. I can't do anything about it. Oh, all green, all black, all yellow. Are we back? I guess I won't even be doing the brain because of how hard the game is struggling with this. Leave a toxic trail. That's a terrible idea. I know for a fact that breaks everything. This makes everything I do permanent all of the time with 100% certainty. Like, I can't do this. We could go for the damage chest, but it doesn't do anything for us. We want to come in here and not kill him immediately. Cryosome, slashing melee, tendril. Nothing wrong with Cryosome, I'm just not excited about it. Wow. We can add as many weapons as we want now. Okay. If you say so. That's kind of exactly what we were looking for, yeah. But you can now see everything that's here. You can even see the order I put them in as. So as I was describing earlier, that's what this does. The opus blast will go off, and then the lateral emitter will go off of that. The lateral emitter will go off of the lateral emitter, which is very recursive and not good, but also good. The pyrosome will affect everything here. The ecosome will go off of the lateral emissions, and then the katanasome will increase the damage of all of this. Now, I could be wrong, and the way it could work is when the opus blast goes off, everything else goes off all at once. And then the lateral emitter will go off, and then everything will go off all at once, including the opus blast. It could work that way, and that could explain a lot of this lag. The ventral mitochondrion won't do anything, but it will also tell you everything it would possibly do here. This is essentially how I'm gonna get overcharge in the fight after, you know, the 15-second start time is up. But yeah, I mean, we might as well take this guy down. Shoot out a melee minion. We don't have energy costs anymore, so might as well. Let's see how the game does in a moment here. I'm predicting a crash. Yeah. Oh? Entering the null zone? Unlocked antibiotics, yep. Man, we might as well do the brain. It's a short video. You can't see anything. Can I turn down transparency for this? Kind of. This is what I look like when I'm attacking normally. So that's interesting. I assume I can press E to activate things, but I'm not going to because it's ridiculous. But yeah, let's head to the brain. Why not? We'll get true ending while we're at it. But yeah, like once a week, I'm gonna come back to the game, look at new mods and whatnot, see what we can check out. That's the current plan. A legendary flagellum, perfect. It's not toxic. So I can move now. Or so I said before noticing I had 1,000,001 minions that are pushing me around relentlessly. Come on. There we go. Legendary weapon. Weapon. What would break this run is the Golgi apparatus. Because everything's a projectile, including the lasers, the Golgi apparatus would attach itself in a lot of spots where it otherwise probably shouldn't. I have so little control of my character, actually. It's kind of nuts. Capsid flail, why not? Might as well make it as chaotic as possible while we can, right? You can kind of see the capsid flail. It's just a big swing. There you go. Now you see it. It's a very fast swing. Why am I getting moved backwards so much is the real question, though. Whoa. Explosions hurt the player. Yeah, but we're immune to damage. Fuck it. Did everything break? What's happening? Are we not overcharged? I don't understand. I didn't do an omnigraft, which should be the only thing that breaks this. Well, I'm gonna turn my attack transparency back up so I can see my bullet. I guess I just have to fight like this now? I was having a good time. What happened? Like, unless I beat this guy, I can't even check my stuff. And my projectiles are laughably slow. I mean, I guess this is our life now. I don't mind things slowing down, but what happened to my build? We didn't get the entrance effect. The entrant mitochondria? I'm assuming that's why we have nothing, because we had a lot of excitable stuff. But I don't actually know. Huh. Why are we disarmed? Like, we actually only have our most recent weapon. And it's not strong, so... Halfway there. I just want to inspect my build, but I actually can't, so... It's like, this guy isn't really a threat, but... I wasn't expecting to be fighting with nothing, I'll say. I mean, doing all right still. Yeah, right now the only mods I know how to use are from the Steam Workshop. I don't know if I said that earlier. Like, modding for this game seems very confusing. There's not a whole lot for it. It was talking about, when I say it, I mean everything I found online, was talking about using memory injectors and third-party injectors in order to modify the game's values. None of them talked about adding characters like this, so I'm not sure how this works exactly. I just put in the packages from Steam and used it, you know? We're almost there, finally. Very slow fight, but that's fine. Like, we're playing an overpowered as hell character. I don't mind it slowing down. Oh, there's another wave. Right. And this one has healers. Ah, bullet hell. beloved. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it through this. Two bosses, kind of a problem, man. Two bosses simultaneous. Like, what the hell was that? Its laser rotated because of my shot. Okay, man. Well, we're on our last hit now. There's just nothing we can do about this. Double bosses is too much. I was hoping we would beat this and see what's attached to our weapon right now that's stopping it from doing anything. Like all our previous effects, the orbits, our overcharge, it's all gone. But I didn't actively change anything about the character, so I don't know why that is. I was ready for the laser to curve. I'm glad I was. I was in my dash. You can see me dashing there. It is what it is. Yeah, we could still add new plasmids and whatnot, like shops are cheaper, cores, rarity, money. I mean, we're not gonna play a lot of this character, to be honest. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, I did spend plasmids on them. I don't think they replaced any previous character. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe they did, but I think they were just added to the wheel here, which is cool. But that's gonna do it here for today, as always. If you liked the video, leave a like. I mean, we're here to test new shit. We've played a lot of the base game, and it burnt me out. So it's nice trying something new here. I don't know what happened there. Like, we just kind of lost our slot, I think. So after a certain amount, it just overflows? I guess? I don't know. But yeah, that was fun. A little bit of a reason to come back. There's plenty of other mods to try. I can show the Steam page later and whatnot. But have a good one, y'all. Peace.